Hello everybody and welcome to the Awesomenauts League with Bets. My name is SlowWolf and I'm your caster for this match in the series between Team Gallo and Team SKC. This has been a very exciting series, between Team SKC winning the first one in a very close match that ended up in them just getting enough consistent momentum that they pushed towards the blue core, ending the first one in their favor. Gallo coming back in the second one from a 7-kill deficit, and they still ended up being negative compared to the other team by the end of it, but they ended up pushing towards SKC's core, and they took it in the second one. So this is a 1-to-1 series. This is the final match in the series. Whoever wins this starts off their league matches in the right way, with one win under their belt. Whoever loses this, well, they got a bit of an uphill road to go, but it doesn't mean that this is the end of anything. This is just a league. Everybody plays everybody. It's a good time. I actually like league formats. They're a lot of fun. You get to see the same teams, your favorite teams, play as often as you like. So let's get this last match between Team Gallo and Team SKC started. This is the final one in the series. Whoever wins this takes the series. 3, 2, 1, vamonos! So as you guys can see, we're back on Ribbit 4. Ribbit 4 being one of the arguably most balanced maps in this game. Control of the middle area is tantamount, like it is in any other map, but in particular because of this bounce pad and the availability of the jungle. If you get control of the jungle, it's game over. Like, you do so much with that. So let's go ahead and start off with the picks. We got Psychic Bob on Yuri, we've got Wilbo Baggy on the Leon, and we got Johnny Person on the Vinny. P.O. on the Skoldier comes in with a punch into a throw. Then Dave comes in on his Lone Star with the Bull, and that's the end of Psychic Bob. Psychic Bob goes down, punching coming out of P.O., but it's not going to catch anybody. So first blood coming out already. Poor Psychic Bob. Playing Yuri this early in the game against the Skoldier is going to be rough, but he'll manage. So as we were saying, we've got Nello Dante on the Leon, we've got Dave W. on the Lone Star, and we've got P.O. on the Skoldier. Both teams looking to go ahead and take this to a very interesting game strategy. Punching coming out. Psychic Bob's going to get away, though. That Bull going to happen, and it's not going to really do anything. Johnny Person's going to get away from that just fine. Nello Dante looking to get a little bit more damage out there, just to get Johnny Person to go home to heal for a little bit longer. He's just going to pick up that HP instead, while it's still there, unprotected by the Solar Boss. Nello Dante getting some farm up in there. Psychic Bob looking to try to get some mines, but they're unfortunately not in the best spots. Oh, Psychic Bob gets attacked. He gets out just fine, though. He's going to survive because Johnny Person saved him. And because Yuri is Yuri, and because Psychic Bob is Psychic Bob. P.O. looking for a good initiation. He finds something on the Yuri, and wow, P.O. just going to survive that. Just barely. Mines coming out. Dave W. probably going to have to run away. Oh, he gets dashed. He gets bubbled, and he's going to be perfectly fine. Nello Dante probably looking for an opening, but he's not going to find it right there. So Psychic Bob putting out some mines there in the middle. He's now trying and attempting his best to control this area. Lane clearing, keeping this bush nice and mined up. Oh, throw coming out. Psychic Bob going to go ahead and take that throw to the face. Dash coming out. Psychic Bob going to get attacked. He's going to end up dying, unfortunately. He probably went the wrong way. P.O.'s going to get away. So is Johnny Person. And so is Nello Dante. Lots of people at low HP, but only one goes down. Psychic Bob going down for a second time, unfortunately. Skoldier is his nemesis early game. Throw, if it lands and connects at all, Yuri is in a lot of trouble. And until Yuri picks up an immunity on Bubble, that's going to continue to be the case. Johnny Person doing a dash to pick up the last hit, but unfortunately he picks up some Trinamite in the face as well. Oh, P.O. looking to get a punch. Is he looking for a throw? He's going to get a throw. Except for it's not going to hit anything. It completely whiffs. That was unfortunate. Psychic Bob probably chuckling to himself. Not this time, fatty. And he gets away just fine. Oh, Skoldier says not this time, though. And he managed to get a throw, but it's not going to hit anything because Psychic Bob lands on the platform. So, Skoldier landing some throws. But they're landing in pretty funny places. Not really doing anything. Nello Dante eats one too many mines. He almost goes down. That was really way too close. Dave W. looking to try to do something here. So is P.O. P.O. is going to take a mine to the face and a dash. Wilbo Baggy going to take a lot of damage, but he's going to get away just a little sliver of green. You know, I want to be talking about picks, but there's so much. Oh, speaking of so much pain. Nello Dante walking into a mine as he tries to run away from Psychic Bob and his friend Wilbo Baggy. Gallo looking for a couple of throws, but that's not going to end up happening. Oh, he's looking for the throw, but the blind is going to force him back. He's not going to be able to find it. Pio eats a couple of mines. Says, you know what? I can eat a couple of mines. That's fine. They're delicious. They're like cocoa balls. You know, they're sweet and full of sugar. Pio looking to just farm up some stuff. Everyone's just kind of reverting to a footsie nuts here with a little bit of backdoor harassment and all that stuff. Oh, tongue coming out on Johnny Person. Johnny Person taking a lot of damage. Now Dante picking up the damage on tongue, I'm going to assume. Or at least, nope, not yet. That was just base damage. Okay. Second Bob looking for places to put his mines. He's doing his best. He takes a bunch of damage though from fists to the face to dynamite. He does not end up taking it. Why'd you go back for the HP? He's running away as fast as he can. He's putting out mines. He's in a bad spot. Now Dante looking to catch him out of the air, and he does. With the help of Dave, he ends up going down. Johnny Person looking to get away as well. So, lots of action in this game so far, but it is definitely in favor of Gallo right now. But it is only in favor of Gallo right now. To be perfectly fair, they have an early game team between Skoldir and Lone Star. Their early game is their strongest suit. They really want to be able to rely on the Leon for late game, but the Leon late game is not going to be the only thing that they have to worry about, because the entire other team has a strong late game. Between Yuri, Leon, and Vinny, they're all very terrifying. Psychic Bob putting out a mine, putting out some terrifying damage, but he also takes some terrifying damage. And he's just going to have to go home and heal. Johnny Person now picking up Solar Cloud and Solar Crab Burgers. So he's going to be perfectly fine. Just going to put out that thing and then get a bunch of HP out of it. The other thing that Cloud does is it messes with lane equilibrium in a big way. Even at base, clever use of Cloud can mean that you're going to keep the lanes exactly where you want them to be on the other side of the map. Wilbur Baggy taking a bunch of extra damage. That Trinamite isn't going to end up killing him. He's going to end up picking up some stuff. Now Dante going in for what he thought was a kill, taking a dash to the face, and then goes down to Wilbo Baggy's. Great tonguing action. So that's the end of that particular skirmish. 2 kills on the board now for SKC. SKC feeling pretty good about themselves, despite the strange early game that they've had so far. Second Bob, unfortunately, getting thrown more than a couple of times just because Skoldir says, you know what, I'm going to do that. That's how the Skoldir do. Speaking of Skoldir, P.O. looking to find a person to throw. But it looks like he's not going to find anything else extra. Dave taking a bunch of extra damage down here, though. He almost gets picked off. Almost. So is Wilbo Baggy. Wilbo Baggy's going to stay in the lane a little bit longer to backstab those creeps. Johnny Person looking to go ahead and pick off some creeps, but nothing else happens. And we go back to lane equilibrium, where people are just waiting for something bad to happen. Something bad looks like it's about to happen, though. Dave takes a bunch of extra damage. Dash comes out, and Dave goes down for the count. Well played by Team SKC, as Team SKC equalizing the game. It is now 3-3. And the Solar is almost dead even, but there is an advantage for the blue team. Team Gallo having about 200 Solar advantage over the other team. And I have to ask why. And the answer is because they have Piggy Bank and they have Solar Tree. And the other team has Solar Cloud, and that's it. So a couple of solar items being picked up by the blue team, giving them a slight advantage already. But in terms of their late game, again, it's going to be a little bit rough. Now Dante looking to pick up somebody with that tongue of his, but he can't quite find anybody, and that turret's almost dead. Dave trying to deter people from going there. Johnny Person says, yeah, you know what, I kind of want the lane to be around here. And that there was a really clever use of Cloud. See, putting Cloud there meant that the creeps were around here, which meant that his creeps could move into tower range, which meant that they had the shield on and everything, making them a lot more difficult to clear. That's the power of Cloud. So Nell Dante, Johnny Person having a bit of a dance off here. Nell Dante deciding, you know, I don't want to dance with you. You're not a good dance partner. Wilbo Baggy taking a bit of extra damage. He's going to get away though, just fine. He ends up picking up a creep. Johnny Person going to get away as well, although it looked like he was going to get caught out. Nell Dante trying to go for the tongue to catch him out, but doesn't quite land. Yuri picking up Bubble at long last. And we'll see what he goes with from there. That Bubble is going to help a little bit. But typically you don't want to pick up Bubble really early because it's just, on its own, it feels a little bit lackluster. Oh, Psyche Bob gets tongued. That Bubble ends up saving him though. Nell Dante can't quite chase him as effectively as he'd like. Wilbo Baggy getting slashed up a little bit, but he's going to be fine. Johnny Person getting back up here, but he doesn't really want to go in there right now. If P.O. catches him with the throw, that's the end of him. Oh, that throw just ends up whiffing. He's going to put out a Cloud right there. He's going to end up surviving thanks to the Bull. The bull wasn't necessarily meant for him. It was meant to tank the thing, though. Elbow Baggy looking for HP. He's not going to find it, though. Psychic Bob is going to end up taking the one creep he needed. Psychic Bob gets pinned. The bubble is, I guess, going to maybe help him. Yeah, it does. It just manages to keep Leon out of range. And so the entire team of SKC has to go back to heal. 4-3 in favor of Team Gallo right now. And they also have the towers to talk about it. Oh ho ho, now those are some interesting pickups. Team PO picking up ranged fist and stun punch. He is now thinking of initiating with that punch of his. Meanwhile, Leon, Dante, picking up 2 ranks in chain sword. So he's got 12 damage sword attacks right now, which is really good. I might have mentioned this in the first match, but having a 12 damage auto attack, like the 12 damage left click, is really important. What? What? How'd that happen? Solar Boss, I guess, just spat, and then really lucky tongue. That was unfortunate for Johnny Person there. Wrong place, wrong time. I don't know what he did to annoy that Solar Boss, but that was that was unfortunate for him that the Solar Boss decided, you know what, today is not your day. Meanwhile, Dante going down here. He's going to go ahead and split push while the rest of the Team SKC is up here doing their best to just keep Dave W off of the turret. Level Baggy comes back down here. He needs to be very careful, though. If PO ends up getting a throw on him, he's done. Johnny Person just kind of sitting there hopping. And he's back. That's good. Wilbo Baggy looking for something, but he needs to be safe. Anytime that PO is around, he needs to be very, very careful. If he gets thrown out of that turret, he is as good as dead. Bit of a water break. Johnny Person sitting here. Okay. Playing it safe. Oh, PO managing to get a stun punch, but he can't quite follow up with the throw. Psychic Bob, what are you doing? In a weird spot. Dash misses. Bubble. Whiff. Pretty much. It doesn't heal anything. And everybody on SKC is up here. Meanwhile, down on the bottom lane, their turret's getting pushed in. Wilbo Baggy notices this and he's going to go back and deal with it. Johnny Person dealing a bunch of extra damage. Oh, bubble comes out. Mine hits. Now Dante needs to run away. Oh, but everybody's taking a lot of damage. Psychic Bob gets tongued as he tries to escape. Now Dante pays for that, though. Psychic Bob just barely manages to escape. Wilbo Baggy, without any stealth, is trying to escape as well. He's now looking for a kill instead. Oh, PO looking low. He's going to end up picking up the HP, though, which is going to end up saving him at the last minute. Wilbo Baggy wisely backing off, as I believe Skoldir now has Snare Quick. Yes, he does. He has had Snare Quick for some time. And Heal Punch. So he is tough to kill. He can turn around and fight very, very quickly if you're not careful. Well, things are looking up for SKC. It looks like they're going to try to take this back into their hands. Psychic Bob walking into the wrong neighborhood. I don't know what he was doing there, but he just kind of moved in from here up into here, and then 2 people came down and just ate him for breakfast. That was unfortunate. Now, this gives Gallo a very strong advantage that they're going to go ahead and use to put out a decent amount of damage on this top turret. Now Dante taking a bunch of the damage, just that way his creeps can get to it a little bit healthier. Wilbo Baggy and Johnny Person are going to have some words to say about that, though, and they're going to end up defending the tower just fine. Oh, dash coming in. Gallo looking for a throw, but it's no dice. BO doesn't quite find it. Johnny Person just putting out a cloud, blinding everybody. Everybody's like, hey, whatever, what up? I don't care. And they back off. Wilbo Baggy almost gets tongued, but with tongue cooldown down, I guess he's feeling a little bit more confident. PO coming in. He's going to get the punch. He's going to get the throw. Into what? Nobody knows except for another punch. And then Dante comes in with a freaking tongue into another fist. And that's the end of Wilbo Baggy. There's now going to be a push on this bottom turret. Johnny Person and Psychic Bob looking to do some damage. Oh, and some damage happens between mines and a dash. PO and Dante losing about 2/3 of their HP apiece. But Dave says, you know what, that's okay. While everyone's down there, I'm going to just head up here and deal some damage to your turret. So, loses about another 2 bars, give or take. Let's go ahead and take a look at these items while we got the chance. Gnomes coming out on Scoldier's throw. That's going to be extremely painful. Triple chain swords coming out for Nelodante. Nelodante now able to push and split push with extreme ease. On Team SKC, we've got Heal Bubble, Time Warp, a couple of chain sword ranks, and damage. 70 damage dashes coming out on Johnny Person. So things are looking pretty equal in terms of solar. But actually, you know what? I lied. That is not true at all. Wilbo Baggy just barely managed to get out of there. Johnny Person cannot say the same. Wilbo Baggy looking to run away, but they know he's there. They have a thirst for blood, and Wilbo Baggy does not have stealth. He's running, he's running, he's running. He's going to juke into the bushes. Psychic Bob going to try to time warp him into a heal bubble, and it's going to be so far successful. Psychic Bob is just going to try to teleport away, but it's not going to work. He's going to bounce upstairs into the rest of Team Gallo. He's looking to just float up there. He's going to come back. He's going to try to see if he can't just stay alive a little bit longer. Earthquake into Snarequake into tongues into punching into shooting into slicing and dicing, and that is going to be some chopped up chop monkey. That is the end of Psychic Bob there. He's going to be out of the fight for at least another 20 or so seconds. Nelodante putting out those 14 damage sword slashes on this turret, doing a lot of really good work. Wilbo Baggy looking to do just the opposite, trying to push them off, and he succeeds. He's only got 12 damage sword attack right now, if I'm completely correct. Yeah, that's it. But his backstab says otherwise. Okay, lots of damage coming out, and this top turret goes down. PO punching it for the last hit. And that is all the turrets done for Team SKC. Now they have a completely open core. Lone Star picking up 3 ranks in pills. Scoldier picking up the last rank in gnomes. This is going to be tough. Nelodante taking a lot of extra damage. Nelodante is going to live. Are you kidding? Johnny Person taking a lot of damage. It ends up in the gnome. He's going to try to pick off that creep, and he's going to end up succeeding in picking off that creep. Psychic Bob trying to run away as best as he can as well. Oh, Johnny Person. He ended up getting caught out by Nelodante and Gallo's PO. So that was the end of that. Johnny Person taking it to the face. And now this looks like it's going to be the end right here of the series for SKC. Gallo looking like they're going to take it. Gallo's PO going to come in from behind. Oh, good throw onto Wilbo Baggins. And Psychic Bob gets picked off. Nelodante almost dead. So close. Wilbo Baggies looking to get in there. Come on, Wilbo Baggins. Can you do it? Can you make a kill? Who knows? Oh, there's a dash into a dead PO, maybe? Nope, but that is very much a dead Nelodante. But that is also a crud ton of... Oh, okay, never mind. That is a crud ton of dead creeps. Wilbo Baggy going in for a couple of extra hits on these creeps up here. This is tense. If SKC can go ahead and keep up this momentum, they might be able to take this series after all. Their core is down to a third of its life. And although they are a team that can turtle relatively well thanks to Cloud and Mines and all that business, this is going to be a really tough fight, especially now that Nelodante is back in this fight. He's going to be back in a couple of seconds. He has now picked up stealth. So begins the backdooring bastard. And that's the biggest thing with Leon, is that he can just sneak past everybody, and Team SKC none the wiser. Oh, Nelodante, is this what I think it is? Yes, it is. He's going in. He's doing some serious punching. Psychic Bob trying to get away from PO in the meantime. But it's just not going to be enough. Nelodante picking up the sneaky, backstabbing bastard kill on the core. As that is one of Leon's greatest strengths. That is why people pick him up. Like, it's a really good thing to have. But that ends the series for SKC. They're going to take their first loss in the league, unfortunately. But they put up a really good fight, especially in the first 2 matches. In this third one, I felt it was a little bit more one-sided. Gallo kind of getting the momentum in the beginning with some really good throws and keeping it, more or less. Just constantly getting what they needed out of it. So they started off strong, they ended strong, and at no point did it really feel like SKC was really in a lot of control of this last game, unfortunately. But this was a really exciting series. Both teams played extremely well. I was incredibly impressed, actually, with Johnny Person's clunk in the first game. I think that was that was one of the defining things in this series for me. And then finally with PO. With that Scoldier in the last match, I'm really impressed with that too. Lots of really good throws early on to keep Psychic Bob on the wrong side of Yuri's starting game. Like, if Yuri starts off badly, he has a really rough time. And PO doing a really good job of making sure that happened. Unsung hero Dave W on the Lone Star in both games, doing a really good job as Lone Star. and Wilbo Baggins doing a good job as Leon in both cases as well. I really feel like everyone played extremely well, and that anybody that played in the series should be proud of themselves. But that's the end of the series. That's the end of this, and it ends in favor of Team Gallo taking it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. This was the Awesomenauts League with bets, coverage by SlowWolf, series between Team SKC and Team Gallo. Gallo taking the series in 2-1 fashion. And I'll see you guys in the next match. You guys enjoy yourselves, and have a great day.